Cancer, man, what's cracking? I'm Tarot King, the Prophet, back with another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to do a little April forecast for Cancers. Alright, start them all out. Start all these reasons out with a card from the Damon Tarot deck. Let's call it a fortune cookie for my roses. And without further ado, let's get that thing started. Just a little disclaimer: I smoke. I got my little cigar, so I might do a little tappy every now and then, or put on a little light show trying to relight that motherfucker. But I got it. I just want to put that disclaimer out there. So if you don't fuck with people that smoke, you might want to go ahead and kill this clip. Feel me? But this is for Cancer, and this is the divination. Alistair. Already went out. The divination behind Alistair is: beware of vengeful actions. Take care not to let justice bleed into cruelty for the sake of anger. Beware of vengeful actions. Take care not to let justice bleed into cruelty for the sake of anger. Sounds like a little think twice before acting type deal. You know, calm yourself type situation. Light show. You know, don't be so motherfucking bad that you get yourself into a situation that you can't get out of. Message. Okay, so I use the Wildwood Tarot deck. I have a little deck and a big deck, as the cup and the shirt implies. That's right, I got merch. So tap in, holler at me if you want to get some. www.crownedkingtarot.com. Just like that. Or crownkingtarot@gmail.com works as well. Anyway, I use the Wildwood Tarot deck. I have a little deck and a big deck. I use the big deck to lay out all my main energies, including the general energy and the energy from the past, present, and the future. Then I use the little deck to clarify the past, present, and the future. Then I use the little deck again to get the summaries of the past, present, and the future. And then I come back around to the big deck to get a final message from the universe. And then go to the Moonology Oracle Cards deck, and I get a final oracle message from the universe. And I decided today to throw in a little treat with this month for all the signs. I'm going to do a romance oracle card as well. I've had this deck forever, but I keep hearing that they're popular and shit. I never really use them. So, well, not that they're popular, but people would like to have them used. Alright, so without further ado, let's get this thing started. I don't already killed 3 minutes on the nose while I'm talking about it. Right? So let's get this ball rolling, so to speak. Good 3 wraps. It's good enough for me. Uno, dos, tres. 1, 2, 3. It fell out. Something face down, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not even gonna look. I don't know what it was, but what is left is the Wanderer in reverse. Cycles. That's about going on journeys, repeat journeys. This is about not being your first rodeo in the situation. It could be about music. You know what happened to my music? Okay, here it come back around. It could be about not going anywhere, being stagnant. You know, that number 0 right there, that's the symbol. God, something ongoing, going around in a circle, no beginning, no end, that type of shit. You feel me? I mean, of course, it starts somewhere, right? Wherever you jump in at, that's where you at in that circle. And it's just going round and round and round. No beginning, no end. So I'm gonna go ahead and run and say that this is about a karmic cycle, you know, maybe paying off some karmic debt or lack thereof. I don't know. It's a reason why I said that, but I don't know. Let's do one more rap. Shuffle a little bit. And And then we're going to go to the past, Six of Stones, exploitation, the present, the Page of Vessels in reverse, and the future, the Four of Stones, the card of protection. Okay, so we got the Six of Stones, exploitation. That's in the past. In the present, we got the Page of Vessels in reverse. And in the future, we got the Four of Stones, protection. Okay, so this is about going through a cycle over and over again. Right here in the past, Six of Stones, the number 6 is about building, seeing things from more than one perspective, possibly Cancer more than your own perspective, which is, I'm not going to say it's typical of Cancerian. It's not, I mean, I can't say this is really Cancerian. All I can really say is that Cancers don't really have a problem with cooperating within projects. You see what I'm saying? Whether it be something at work or someone they love or something to that situation. You feel me? So they don't mind seeing things from all sides, from seeing things from different perspectives rather than only their own, which, I'm a Capricorn, so, we're opposites, so we just like, we see each other, but we don't care what anybody else thinks. You know what I mean? And you guys do. You guys care what other people think. And this is the card basically of self-sabotage. All this fire back here, this is all desire. And this is the earth card too. All this fire back here, all these honey pots, all this, these honeycombs, bee nests with honey in them. It's just such fulfillment. All these stones back here you can build with. It's tools down here that's broken that can be used. You see what I'm saying? But these people right here, they're both just looking to the sky, right? They're both looking to the sky, but one's looking from this angle, one's looking from this angle, right? So their vision from here, everything's good. They're same site, same site, same site. Then right here is where they really connect that. But after that point, they're going in opposite directions. You know what I mean? They're going opposite different ways. You feel me? So it's basically like a self-sabotage type situation. You know what I mean? You just, both of these people are looking for fulfillment in the same direction, and they both got bows in their hands, and they both get all this desire and fulfillment just right behind them, and they're not satisfied with it. They're just looking for more, and through that looking for more, they end up destitute. You feel me? Self-sabotaging themselves. They're killing themselves. You see? And coming to the present, this is Cancer, I believe Cancer, and this is in your energy. This is water energy. Excuse me, the Page of Vessels in reverse. This is you out here showing the world what it is that you got. This is you working, putting it together. You know what I mean? Right side up, this is you waiting on your fulfillment, but it's not right side up, it's in reverse. This is you out here working. You know what I mean? Showing how good you can swim, showing how good you are. You could be possibly showing, like, having something to prove, so to speak, not necessarily to anybody, possibly yourself, but kind of really just like to life. You know what I'm saying? Like on some I got this type shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm out there. It's like every day is a motherfucking grind. Every day is a hustle. Every day is something to show. Every day is something to prove to life, not to this person or that person, and not so much even to yourself, but to life, if that makes any sense to you, Cancer. And like I said, that is in your energy. You know what I mean? That's about you turning a new page. You know what I'm saying? This is about you trying new things, but you're kind of just going hard. You are out there. You're trying new things, but you're going. I don't even know if you even getting the opportunity to enjoy the new things you're trying because you're going so hard at them. Okay? Right here is the Four of Stones. This is a card of protection. And this is okay, this card is about you protecting something, but what are you protecting, and how protected is it? You feel me? It's some sort of innocence, something that you think is innocent, something that you think is protected, but it's not really protected. It could be like your heart or something financial or something like that. I really believe it's like your heart, your feelings, emotions, things like that. But it could be more things. Whatever it is, this sense of protection that you have makes you feel grounded to a sense, to an extent. We're going to go to this little deck and get some clarification. All right. We're just about on time, on target. Shout out to Stomp's playlist for this lo-fi, no copyright music. Yeah. No copyright, lo-fi hip-hop playing in the background. Stomps, STOMP apostrophe S, Stomps playlist. Shout out to them. All right. So, without further ado, 3 cards in the past, 3 cards in the present, and 3 cards in the future from the little deck. In the past, we have the Knight of Arrows in reverse, the King of Stones in reverse, and the Knight of Vessels in reverse. 2 cards, 2 royalties, two knights. 2 knights with a king in the middle. And they're all in reverse. So this is with this being in the past. Now usually with cards being all in reverse, it means that everything can be changed. You see what I'm saying? But this is the past. So it can't actual past can't be changed, but the perception of it can. You know what I mean? How you look at things can perhaps change the flow of things, the cycle of things. I don't know. We have to see. Okay. So we got this Knight of Arrows. I'm looking at this though because it's 2 knights in between the king. 2 knights that air energy, a water energy, and in between they're surrounding the earth energy. Air and water surrounding earth. I'm gonna leave that alone for a minute. So we got this Knight of Arrows. It's like 2 boys and a man, 2 boys and a king. You know what I'm saying? It's like a boy on one side and a boy on the other side, but the king in the middle. You know, a knight on one side, a knight on one side, and the king in the middle. And it's all backwards. I don't know. Anyway, we got this Knight of Arrows in reverse. This hawk. This is about being a hunter. A hunter actually out there hunting. You know, looking, not turning the back on friends or anything like that. Just actually out there hunting, looking for squirrels, mice, bunny, rabbits. You know what I'm saying? Things to feast on. Looking for prey. Looking for things to help build its nest. To help feed it. You know what I'm saying? Out there grinding, hustling. Out there getting theirs. Okay. This is the King of Stones in reverse. This is about not taking the lead in things, you know what I'm saying? Playing the secondary, not being sorry, let me turn this heater off. Ooh, it got so quiet. Um this King of Stones is like I said, not really going full first. Like have maybe having a partner in a situation. Okay. But then it's followed up by this Knight of Vessels, and that's about moving away from a truth. You know what I mean? Like lies coming in or something like that, or some kind of disillusion, baby. Yeah, that's what I get out of that. More of a disillusion, especially with it being a water energy card. Um, some sort of disillusion being involved by probably, I guess, your mate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This hunter. Okay, so it's like, okay, 2 knights with a king in the middle. Okay, so remember I said these are 2 people looking at 2 different angles, looking at 2 different ways. Um, So it's like one person is out there grinding, one person is moving away from the truth. Okay, but it's the team. It's just 2 people because that's what this king of stones represents. This wolves rolling packs. You see what I'm saying? If this was right side up, then this would be the alpha wolf, would be one wolf, all in their feelings, all this mystery and all this other shit involved. You see what I'm saying? But it's not. It's not one wolf howling at the moon. It's just 2 wolves. It's 2 wolves going at it. I don't know if they howling at the moon and all this whole other shit, but it's 2 wolves that's going at it. And like I said, to the left, one wolf is doing one thing. To the right, the other wolf is doing another thing. You see what I'm saying? The one wolf is out here hunting. The other wolf is moving away from a truth, lying, basically, moving away from a truth. Maybe a plan, a situation, or something like that. You know what I mean? Moving away from a truth. You know, it's like having something set up and then kind of just drifting away from that, like, saying I love you and then drifting away from that whole scenario, that whole scene, you know. Yeah, something to that extent. All right, coming into this present, we got this 4 vessels, We got the zero, the wanderer in reverse. That's the same energy and the same main energy. And then we also got the two of bows, decisions. Okay, remember, you're this page of vessels right now. You're this outer, you're out there in the water. This is in your energy, in the water energy, Cancer. Okay, this is in your water energy. There's more. And then this is fire, water, fire, water and fire, steam, steam. Okay, four of us, this is about being grounded. You know what I mean? You out here grinding, you out here doing your thing. You know what I mean? This is about why did I reverse that? Okay, so this is to an extent, this is the card of boredom. You know what I mean? This is kind of like having something to lean on, having some kind of fulfillment, cups overflowing and all this or other shit, but still not having what it is that you want. You out here swimming, you out here working, and this is kind of just like, seems like the same old shit to you. You see what I'm saying? But somewhere along the line, you have options. You got this two of bows, this card of decision. You got a choice to make about something, you know, and it's, I don't know, would it be in the two of bows? Um, it's like this hot-headed energy to it. It's like a Leo energy, like a confident, like a confident type situation um, coming up. It's fire energy all day, every day. But do you see this head, this big ass head, and then it's on fire? You see what I'm saying? It's like ideas, you know what I mean? You are out here, like I said, you out here swimming, you out here doing your thing, but you got choices on something. You're going through this cycle. You're going through the cycle, and I guess maybe you have the choice of whether if you want to do it again, because like I said, you out here swimming, you out here doing your thing. It's not like you let this situation. I think someone maybe had left out the situation. Like these two went separate ways. This eel in the past is swimming one way, and this hawk in the past is now on this branch. This hawk is flown away. You feel me? So this hawk went that way, this eel went that way. So I'm gonna assume something, someone in this past there was some sort of split up. Coming to the future, coming to the present, like I said, you're out there swimming. You know what I mean? It's not like you're not looking for anything because you're bored. You're bored as fuck. Everything's going good for you. Things seem to be going well, but there's still something missing for you, and it just seems to be your karmic cycle. But somewhere along the line, like I said, you have a decision to make. You have choices to make, and it seems to be a very, very fiery one, very high-headed decision to make. You see what I'm saying? I think this might be some sort of spontaneous type of situation. Let's go to the future. Damn, and I get the cards. I got the Eight of Arrows. I got the Eight of Vessels in reverse. That's two eights, and then we'll do eight make 16. That's goddamn right. I got the 16, the blasted oak. And remember, we're going off this Four of Stones, this card of protection. You know, what are you protecting? What is that right there? You know what I mean? Like I said, look, if you look at this, it's like a little deer in there. It's like four stones and shit that's supposed to be protecting this deer. They're not really protecting it. You see what I'm saying? So this is you in the future, Cancer, telling yourself that you're struggling. You're not really struggling. You're very well equipped to have what it is that you have to make this journey, to do what it is that that keeps you progressing, that keeps you moving forward. You see what I'm saying? But going back to what this is that you're missing in the present, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's somebody, you know what I'm saying, or something. Or it could be a freedom or something like that. I don't know. You may have somebody and you might be missing a freedom or something like that. Either way it go, in this future, you're falsely protecting something. You see what I'm saying? So in this present, you don't have anybody. So in this future, I'm going to kind of assume that you're not really intending on having anybody for this month of April like that, because you're putting on this false sense of struggling with this eight right here. That's about a connection. That's about a connection. Connecting two circles with no beginning and no end. Remember, we had the one circle and the one circle. You know, now we got two right here connected with no beginning and no end. Bam. Two circles right here connected with no beginning and no end. It's about a connection. You know, this is twice right here. You're wait. This is about a connection. This is about a disconnect. You know, so it's almost like the positive and the negative end of a spectrum. You see what I'm saying? So right here where you're connected at, when you think about it, okay, I get it. I get it. It's like when you think about making this connection, you struggling. You know what I mean? Even though you well equipped to do it. You well equipped to make that connection. You just don't really, you know what I'm saying? You're paranoid. You got all those fears that are coming up there. Right here, you got disconnect. You know, when you're disconnected, you're just not impressed. You feel me? You're this eight of vessels in reverse. You just whatever. You know what I mean? You just kind of just like this still energy, you know, kind of like numb. You know what I mean? Still missing something. Still missing something when you're disconnected from this energy. But you put them both together. It's almost like the universe trying to tell you something. The universe trying to. It's like the universe push you through a tower moment. You know what I mean? It almost drives you crazy to think about this connection and this disconnect at the same time. And it's like, what are you protecting here? With this 1 and the 6 right here, you can be beginning to build. You can be beginning to see things from all perspectives again, from all sides. And that's what you do. Instead of just seeing things from your perspective, seeing things from your side, you want someone to see things from all sides. What you want someone to see, you want to be able to see things from all perspectives. You want to be able to build. That's all you care about. That's all you care about. So why don't you just begin to build? Go through this tower moment. Remove that power from yourself, that paranoia from yourself, because you know when you're connected, you know what you want. When you're disconnected, you still know what you want, but you're not impressed with life. You feel me? But this connection that you have, you want it. But there's this paranoia that just leaves you struggling so tough. Quit being so paranoid, Cancer. Quit being so paranoid. Fall, indulge because it's what you want. You know what? I'm not gonna say all that shit. I'm not gonna say all that shit. I'm gonna. You can't let this past jar you, Cancer. You know, that's dead. That's a dead situation. This snake went off until they moved away from their own truth. They moved away from their own truth. You see what I'm saying? They caused you to go back to being a hawk, to being a hunter. You know what I mean? To going back to friends and the things that fulfill you rather than you holding off and waiting on them. Now you kind of just hanging in there in this past. You see what I'm saying? Coming to this present, you've done it all. You're out here swimming. You know what I mean? You're turning that new page. It's not necessarily because you rather sit back and chill and you know kick it. You know, because out here swimming and all this, indulging in all this shit that you're doing right now is nothing but a karmic cycle, and you're bored with this fucking cycle. You want the choice. You got choices to make. You see what I'm saying? The ball is actually in your court. You are well prepared to make these moves that you want to make, whether it's love, career, moving, whatever it is you want. I think it's love because it's two entities right here. They both went separate ways. You see what I'm saying? But it could be your ego. It could very well be your ego not seeing eye to eye in the situation, and you're just constantly self-sabotaging yourself, and this is your cycle to end up right here. Not to self-sabotage, your cycle is to end up right here where you are in the now. Seems to be anyway. Okay, let's get some summaries right here and see what's going on. Then we can continue. Okay, past, present, and future. Look at that. Look at the fuck that. Wow. Look, remember, I just want to show y'all this real quick. I'm not even going to talk about it yet. Remember though, this is the general energy for the present, and this is the summary. Same as the general energy, except for its right side up. Okay. Um, in the past, this is the four arrows. This is about you making a transformation and not really, you know, kind of being stagnant. Like I said, still waiting on things, but being grounded. But you transformed, you know what I mean, and you waiting on things in this past that aren't worth waiting on. This is you wasting your time in the past. Okay, coming to the present. Like I said, I believe this is where your karma is. This right here is where your cycle is, where you have to make this choice right here. You see what I'm saying? You want something that's fulfilling to you. And with this page of vessels right here, you're simply reversing this energy right now in the present, and you're waiting on your fulfillment. You quit being out there having so much to prove to life. Right now, I believe that you only have one thing to prove right now, and that's to your emotion. You know, I think it is. Um, but do I think you're going to ride with that? Do I think you're going to run with that? As much as it feels good to say Cancer's going to run with an emotion, um, nope, I don't think so. Looking in this future, you got this five of bows. This is you out here rocking out with your cock out, thinking that the grass is green on the other side. I don't know, thinking that you know more than what you're asking for. Let's say that. Let's say you thinking that you know more than what you're asking for. This five is the number of instability, being very unstable. You know, I think that you may possibly let your emotions get the best of you in this future, and your emotions are probably going to be screaming, no, don't do this to me. Not love. Not love again, Cancer. And I think that's kind of just where you might just end up in a situation where you're just out here just having a little fun or something like that, rather than trying to commit to something strong, something solid. I see you out there doing that for the month of April, not for good. I'm just saying for the month of April, I see you possibly working on yourself. I see you struggling between two different things. And you're struggling with wanting to be with somebody or something, and or wanting to do something or make a move or something like that, and being equipped to do it, but just not doing it. You're struggling with that. And as you don't do it, you're struggling with just not being impressed with life, just being bored, basically. Um, but it's just the everyday same shit as long as you don't draw into this connection, any connection, because it's like I can do bad all by myself with you, you know, and um, and it's just a paranoia. We're gonna get this final message from the universe and see what's cracking. All right, here we go. We got the Knight of Stones. This could be about backpedaling, but going back to see something, getting into the mood, getting the drive to go down the right path. You are going down the right path. This is the boy of the night again, Knight of Stones, but you are going down a path, but this is about having the spirit and having the drive of something. And I imagine um, for whatever it is that you really want, I believe that you can have what it is that you want, but it's some things that you need to let go of that are keeping you from achieving what it is that you really desire, that we're going after what you really desire, and achieving that fulfillment behind it. Let's go to this Moonology Oracle card, see what they have to say. Cause we still got to do the whatchamacallit Oracle. Ooh, and we're 28 minutes into this, almost 29. That drew out. We were doing good on the timeline. That happened. We got the blah 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 blah. All right. So the Moonology Oracle deck says adjustments are required. The third quarter moon, adjustments are required, Cancer. The third quarter moon, adjustments are required. I feel like I should emphasize that. 3, 6, and 9 are your numbers. Okay? Adjustments are required. The third quarter moon. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is a lot of negativity and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved, which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. A change of course is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of. So pay attention. The attune to the moon Cancer is, I am re-evaluating the situation. I am reevaluating the situation. I mean, if you ask me, that kind of pretty much goes with what I'm saying. You want something, and it's this thing that you're protecting, this heart, I guess. You know, the way you're protecting it is just not really, it's not really serving your purpose, man. You're not really protecting anything. You're more hurting yourself than you are protecting yourself. You know, and I think that you should really go after what it is that you want in this upcoming month, Cancer. You know, but that's just my opinion. You know, you're in your emotions right now. You're in your bag right now, especially with this Aries energy in the air, with being in the Aries season. Oh yeah, you most definitely are kind of just sticking to your guns right now and thinking about yourself. You know, but if you were truly thinking about yourself, you would think about yourself. All right, trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith, Cancer. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Man, it kind of makes me feel like I know what I'm talking about, huh? Have faith in this situation coming up in the future. It's right now. That's your cycle. It wasn't this past relationship. Them past relationships weren't your cycle. It's the moment that you're stuck in right now, and the choices that you decide from here are what where you go from here for your cycle. And as long as you do this rock out with your cock out thing, you are going to end up in a repeated cycle. Okay. So if you like this cycle, then fuck it, run with it. But if you want something more like this card says, like these cards say, um, make a different choice in this future, Cancer. Make a very different choice. Okay? Wait for whatever it is that fulfills you and accept it. Quit overprotecting your heart. Alright? Let somebody in. It's just like that. Alright? Hey, I appreciate you guys for tapping in, tuning in. I am Tarot King, the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Like I rocked out a little bit. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I drop a video, when I go live or something like that. I haven't went live in a while, but I'm about to get back to it. So, all right, y'all. I'm out of here. Pound LP, love, blessings, light, and peace. Y'all have a good one, Cancer. Holla at your boy.